Hi LinkTree fam! Today we have a very fun video for you. Actually, it's even going to be fun for me because I don't know any of their answers yet. But today we are talking favorite Christmas memories. We're going to start with Emma. Actually, we're starting with Emma because she has to go to work. Mm-hmm. So, do you know what your favorite Christmas memory is? I told all the kids, I said, we're going to talk about favorite Christmas memories. So have like one or two really fun memories that you have of Christmas. I have not asked any of them what they are. So I am really curious to hear what they have to say. So what is your favorite Christmas memory? She didn't do the homework assignment.
No, it's more of which there's a lot of good ones. So I'm trying to decide which one.
Okay. Pass. I'll give her a pass.
I would say last Christmas.
Okay. What memory about it was funny? I mean, funny, I don't know, loving.
Well, we were just all joking around.
Yeah.
The video may have been a little bit crazy that day, but we were just joking around that day. And I'm sorry if my voice is a little bit cracky. I'm sick.
How about anything like with family stuff that we've done, or the elf has done, or
I don't. For some reason, I don't really remember much.
Gifts or no?
No.
Nothing sticks out.
No.
Okay. I'll have to see if I can think of my favorite Christmas memory with Emma. My favorite memory of Emma, just overall, is when we went to pick her up. And I should have known from that day that I was going to have a Miss Stubborn Sassy Pants. Because, do you remember?
I remember what I said.
The first thing she said was, and it was her old name that she had before she was adopted, which was
Andrea,
but it looked and it was spelled like Andrea. Mm-hmm. And she said, "My name's Andrea. It's pronounced the Mexican way." And then the next thing she said to me, looking out for her brothers and sisters, she said, "My brother didn't get a birthday party. Are you throwing one for him?" Those are my favorite. I mean, that always comes to my mind when I think about you. And just how, I mean, you were just this awesome little girl. And at that point, I didn't know what I had in store for me. But, anyway, and you still are. You're a fun big girl now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for Christmas, there's not much Christmases that I do remember.
Yeah. Not like a gift that sticks out, or...
I barely remember. I could kind of remember what I got for last Christmas.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I have to, really think about it.
Really? So she remembered one as she was walking away. Okay, what is it?
So one Christmas, I think it's our second Christmas with you.
Okay.
Jade, being her little stinker pot that she was when she was little, opened up every single one of my presents, slightly, to check if there was a phone in there because she thought I was going to get a phone that Christmas.
Oh my gosh. And I thought that she had opened up her presents, kind of opened up the tape and then kind of peeked in, but I didn't realize or remember that they were yours. So she was looking for a phone.
She was looking for a phone.
Little did she know it wouldn't have had service on it at that point yet. All right, Rosie is next, and we'll see if she has
I have multiple.
Okay.
My ear. My favorite memory by far, though, is when, I think it was our second or third Christmas.
Okay.
And I was sitting on Dad's lap, and I was opening up my presents and whatnot. Brianna got, a computer for Christmas. She said she doesn't remember that.
I think I remember that.
I remember her getting a computer for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I got, this fairy pixie necklace thingy. I think it was that year. I'm not quite sure. But I remember, Dad hugging me and whatnot. That's my favorite memory.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a good memory.
Yeah.
You said you had a couple other ones, too.
Okay, I have a lot.
So that one was your favorite?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what are some other fun memories?
Okay, so our first Christmas, first of all, Ginger, she She loves underwear.
She does like to go raid underwear and hang them around the house.
She does. So the first time that she ever did that was, I think it was also our first Christmas. Oh, maybe it was our second Christmas.
Okay.
Because I think the first Christmas we got the elf out. Because I remember that happening.
Yeah. Okay. So, so the kids were placed with us like the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
In 2016, and so you were just 5. Okay. So your first Christmas would have been, so it's like a month later would have been Christmas, and so you would have still been 5.
Yeah.
Because your birthday's not till March.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so a couple years later, then you're saying.
Yeah.
And you were talking about, said it was like your second or third Christmas. I just wanted to think about how old you were.
Oh no, the underwear was our first Christmas.
Was it the first one?
I'm pretty sure it was either our first or our second Christmas. And she hung John's underwear up on the ceiling fan. And then ever since then,
I do remember
she's
that.
she's done everybody's underwear.
Yes, one time they were all over the tree. Yeah, it's always been.
Oh, last year they were our stockings.
Yeah.
We didn't have any.
Yeah, yeah. It's always been something funny.
Yeah.
And they're usually randomly, whether they're on the tree or like on the fan or. Yeah, and there for a while it was just John. She picked on John a lot.
Yeah, she did. Well, also, I don't know if she has a crush on John or something, because one year John was showering and he saw her just peeking out at him in the shower.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Do you remember that?
I remember the kids saying that happened, and then I'm like, are you sure?
No, she was literally there looking at John while he was showering.
Oh my gosh, that's
How embarrassing.
Yeah, that is embarrassing.
Okay. And then another one is, for our first Christmas we got tablets.
You did.
I remember that. I remember opening up the tablets.
Yes.
And another one for electronics is, I remember every year for Christmas I like to go from small things to the bigger things. I don't know why. That's just how my brain works. I have to do the small things up to the bigger things. So I did that one time, and the last one was obviously this big box, and I was like shaking it and everything, and I was like, honestly, it's kind of light, so it probably won't matter. And then I opened it, and it was like another box, and then I opened that, and it was like another box,
Yep.
and then I opened that and everything, and it was a phone.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
I was like, oh my gosh, I just completely
Because you were shaking
wrestled
it.
with my phone.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, I remember all of those things. The funniest one to me is the phone.
Yeah.
Because I know you had no clue.
I didn't, and I was shaking.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's like throwing it around the house.
You're like, this is nothing, it's so light.
It's so light. It's probably nothing. And it was my phone.
Elena is next. What's your memory?
Okay, so it was my first or second Christmas with y'all, and y'all were showing all of us. I say y'all a lot, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys were showing us the family traditions, like opening one gift
Oh yeah?
before Christmas, going to church Christmas Eve and Christmas. We usually do that, making Christmas cookies, all that stuff. And I was absolutely bawling, because back in that my birth parents' house, I didn't even know what Christmas was.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know what Christmas was. So I was just sad, because I never got to experience that. So now I have it. And it was
And you were pretty little when you came to
I
our
was
house.
4.
You were 4, yep. So that first Christmas you would have been 4, because your birthday's in May. And then if it was the second Christmas, you would have just been 5.
Yeah. And I don't know why, but I remember I was Christian's age when I came with y'all.
Yeah.
But I remember everything.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so crazy to think when you think back like that. Okay, you were 4 when you came to our house, and then look at Christian, and Christian's 4, and it's amazing that you were that tiny. In my mind, I don't remember you being that small, but you were. And bless you.
Thank you.
It's neat that you are able to hold those memories. You know what I mean? That you're able to retain them.
I remember every single thing.
Really?
Yeah.
And some of it too, I think what helps is we take a lot of videos and pictures and
So
then
I can look back on it.
yeah, and we can go back and look. I have a thumb drive for, it used to be funny. It used to be I had a photo album for every single year.
Oh,
So-
yeah, that's right. You have like 2012.
Yeah, so I would always print my pictures. I put them in the photo album, and
She has like this little box. It kind of looks like this.
yeah, that I would put my pictures in. But then I would put them in my photo albums, and then the photo albums I have all in a tote. And so I had one for every single year, and that's how I kept my pictures organized. And now, because people don't really print pictures a whole lot anymore, I have a thumb drive for every year, and so we can go back. And sometimes, like, we'll put them on the TV, and we'll go back and watch through them.
Like you made a video about Sissy, Declan, and Brianna.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I also have. Well, sorry, I'm sick, so I sound a little weird. I also have another memory. It was again that like first, second year. I got this little barbecue set. I remember it perfectly. I got this little barbecue set, and like it was like a fake food.
Okay.
And, like you could make it. You could turn it on and like glow red. It was just so.
Okay, like
special to me.
I like barely remember that, but was there like a pan and stuff with it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
And I just adore that thing. So back when I was like, we were just starting, Mom had this like toy closet
Yeah.
that we'd keep all the toys in. So
Yeah.
I'd ask her like 3 times a day, hey, can I go get that out? Can I get that out? Can I get that out?
Yeah.
Because I just loved that thing. And I went back to my birth mom, and then it
Left
stayed
it
there.
there.
And then I cried because I love that thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Those are good memories.
Yeah, it is.
Next up is John.
Yes, it's me. I bless you with my presence.
Yes. And John just reminded me that he does need a haircut. But actually, we're going to do holiday haircuts. That's going to be one of our videos. We're going to see, because I'll tell you what, we have some kids that really need Logan. That's going to be a dramatic change. I just know his is. But all the boys and even some of the girls want their hair cut. So
Buzz cut.
we'll see. I know. You remember when you did that?
Grandma.
That was just this summer.
Grandma had a stroke looking at me. I don't know.
I don't know about that.
She looked at me, all of a sudden gasped and went,
You're John? No.
never do that again. I'm like, oh.
Okay, so what's your favorite Christmas memory?
Favorite Christmas memory, where we did movies? It's gotta be the, when we went sledding. And I think it was Dad had a friend.
Yes.
We went to his place.
Yep.
It was like Jade, Rosie, Elena,
Yep.
other kids. And he basically had this, like, I don't know how you could, like a ranch type ordeal.
Yep.
And it was extreme, like there was a really tall mountain. He drove us all the way up towards it. And me and Jade went sledding. First 4 minutes, all the other kids quit. But after 50 minutes, me and Jade were still sledding, going back and down. And it was extremely hard to climb that. It was like in a, I don't know, it was like really hilly.
Yeah.
And whenever we went down, we just went flying. And I remember the best time and the scariest time was when me and Jade were on the sledding. I mean, when Jade were sledding, I don't know how we were so good at it.
Yeah.
But basically, we were heading for this humongous tree. And as we were sliding, I didn't even have to say anything. We just lift up without even talking. And the thing was like sideways.
I remember you guys talking about that.
We kind of even, we rode kind of the side of the tree.
Yeah.
And then plopped back down. And then we just spun out in a circle.
Oh my gosh.
That's
so
to me,
crazy.
That to me was like the best childhood memory.
And that was at Christmas time.
It was Christmas time. It's not Christmas related, I guess.
Yeah. I remember you guys talking about that, and I remember you two were the ones that were out there in the freezing cold. Everybody was like too cold. They're like, we're too cold.
Yeah.
And that trek up that hill, and the two of you were out there just over and over and over.
Yeah, it was real fun. And we also went to another place. I don't know, it was like this building. It was still being constructed. And we always drive by it, but we went sledding down that. And the kids were, it's too cold. And they just sat out, started crying. And then you got me and Jade again.
Believe
this
it or
was like
not,
a couple years later.
Yeah. Believe it or not, like Nebraska is flat as a pancake, but there are actually hills in different places. where like they've maybe built the road up, or like by apartment complexes or in neighborhoods. And yeah, there's some really, really big, long
Yeah.
hills to
So
sled
we
down.
were sliding down that. Most of my stuff is sledding related because I absolutely love the cold, and sledding's to me the funnest thing you can ever do. And so it was like at an angle like this, like it felt like we were just dropping straight down.
Yeah.
It went for like a good solid like 20 seconds. We're just going fast. And after a while, all the kids kind of just gave up, so I'm just out there by myself. And we were all sliding in kind of this one spot
Yeah,
because the other spots were kind of like a cliff-ish type deal.
yeah.
So then all of a sudden, near the end, it was like 10 minutes before we had to leave, I decided to start doing the cliff, and I jumped, like I'd slide, and I just jump off.
Catch air.
Yeah, exactly. I catch air as I'm sliding, and then I just slam on the thing, and I start spinning in a circle downwards. And that is fun.
I would say that out of all the kids, you and Jade are probably our most risky.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, Jade, favorite Christmas memory?
Wait, can it be like wintry Christmas?
Sure.
Okay, so my favorite Christmas memory is when Dad's old college buddy, I think it was, asked if we could come down. And then we did, and we went sledding, and it was amazing. But like, he had 2 dogs. They were like Dubert. You remember Dubert?
Great Pyrenees.
Yeah, that's what they were, and they were so fluffy, and they were really nice. And then my favorite part about the sledding is, so me and John were sledding together, and then we almost ran into a tree, and then we went like that with the sled, and we were still going, and then we like that, and then we finally crashed.
That's funny because that was John's favorite memory too.
Really?
Yeah, except for yours, of course, always has to have an animal in it.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't talk about the dogs.
Oh, and we drank hot cocoa. He showed us his daughter's stuff.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he washed our stuff, like in the dryer, our shoes.
Oh, because they were all wet from going
Mm-hmm.
sledding. Yeah.
And then my other one is, oh, yes. Remember when we got the Elf on the Shelf?
I remember it was for your birthday.
Yeah, because my birthday's in November.
Yep.
And then we read the book, and then the next day the elf came to life.
Yep. I remember that.
And it was so amazing. And then we all, when we were all naming the elf, because we had to rename it when we got the kids.
Yeah, because yes, we had something. I don't even remember. It was like snowflake something, or I don't. And then when we got Emma's sibling group, then everybody sat down and thought about a new name.
And my name won. It was,
You Ginger.
Yep.
Yep. So her name is Ginger. She always does some funny things.
Yeah, she does. Like every year, she puts our underwear somewhere, either on the fan or like on the Christmas tree or on like as stockings.
Everybody always talks about that because they think it's so funny, and they'll be telling their kids.
Yeah.
Lily is up next, and Lily does have a little bit of a sore throat,
Yeah.
and she just lost her tooth, by the way.
Yep.
So right there. Okay, what's your favorite Christmas memory?
There's it's from Elf, the Elf. It's when the Elf went into our rooms, got our undies and hang it every single one of us on the fan.
Was it the fan or the tree?
I don't remember. I think it was both.
Was it?
Yeah.
I remember one year her doing all kinds of funny things, but one year, and only one year, she brought presents.
Yep.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. And one of my other favorite ones from Elf was Ginger, but she she grabbed a toilet paper roll and wrapped it everywhere around the tree. So when we woke up, there was toilet paper all over the tree.
She toilet papered our tree,
Yeah.
and then she got herself wrapped up in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had herself in a snug little position like this with her arms wrapped in it. And
Yep. She has done so many fun things that I can't wait to see what she does this year.
same.
It's my turn.
Isabella.
I have 2.
Okay.
I have 2.
Okay, so what's your first, like your favorite memory?
Okay. So in Texas on Christmas is the day on Christmas
when we got all our muck boots, Laser came and then we all went to like his house and stuff.
Yes, we did.
That's the one memory.
That was so fun. And it was, one of the things I remember about that day was that it was 60 degrees on Christmas.
Which
and
is really good.
We have, never experienced a warm or warmer Christmas because usually here it's like 0.
Yeah.
That is a very good memory.
And then another one, I think I said this on the new Vlogmas video.
Okay.
What was it? So one night, Dad put on music, and everyone just started like dancing and making jokes, and it was just a really good time.
Weren't we listening to Christmas music?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good memory.
And
We love to have dance parties.
yes, we do.
We actually have them often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dad plays music like every night.
Yeah.
So
Yep. And sometimes it gets a little crazy.
yeah, well, Mom and Dad say go back to your rooms.
Yeah. Because everybody's so like, dancing.
All over the place.
Yeah. It's like, okay, time out.
Time out. You gotta calm down.
That is called doing, well, it's kind of like transition times.
Yeah.
But it's like everybody's got to regroup.
And when Mom doesn't do that, it's gonna stay. We're all gonna stay up all night.
Yeah.
So
Yes, that is probably true. You probably would.
I know we're so close. Didn't take much time at all for this to